What is good, everybody? Thank you yet again for tuning into the channel. I'm your boy Zaya, back again with another video. Social media platforms are on the screen, so be sure to follow me on any one of those. And today we're talking Amazon, man. First and foremost, before I get into anything, big shout outs to Amazon. You got to appreciate when a big company like that comes in, opens up, in this case, a fulfillment center, and in turn creates jobs for the community, man. Tons of jobs, jobs that people were probably looking for, people couldn't find. Now they got a job at Amazon. So that's really, really dope to see stuff like that, man, especially in a time when, you know, a lot of these countries, they take all that work and they send that shit overseas, man, mainly because it's cheaper. They don't got to worry about some of the shit that they got to worry about here. But nonetheless, thank you to Amazon, man. We appreciate the jobs that you've created here in Orlando, Florida. But we are talking about a theft that occurred in Amazon. This was inside the fulfillment center. There was a young man by the name of Elvis Soto that was stealing.
Amazon just opened this enormous facility on Boggy Creek Road in September. Over 1,000 people hired to work here. One of them, 20-year-old Elvis Soto, who's now accused of stealing from the packaging line and then sending empty boxes to Amazon customers.
Elvis, you home?
We went to Soto's home and no one answered the door, but we did see there was a package delivered on the porch. The Orange County Sheriff's Office says a loss prevention officer at the Lake Nona facility started investigating suspicious gift cards, including one worth $2,000, and it led him to Soto. Investigators say Soto admitted that starting last month he'd taken several gift cards and then used them to buy things for himself, including an Apple MacBook Pro, hookah pipes, and accessories for his car. Then he told them he'd also been taking actual items out of Amazon orders as well, things like iPhone cases, screen protectors, and an Apple Watch band, plus a bottle opener and a foam toy pony. Then he sent the packages out to the Amazon customers with nothing in them.
I mean, do you regret what happened?
I was able to reach Soto on the phone. He wouldn't agree to an interview, but did say he stands by what he told investigators and regrets what happened. Amazon sent me a statement this afternoon saying, quote, "We are aware of the situation. As this is an ongoing investigation, inquiries will be better addressed by the local enforcement agency." As far as getting money back for the customers, Amazon wouldn't get specific about that either, but did say that they try to make their customers whole in these kinds of situations. Soto right now is facing a charge of grand theft.
So now the funny part about all this is when I'm listening and I'm hearing and I'm, you know, following the story. So he was stealing from the boxes that had to get shipped out, but letting the box continue on. So now he's opening the box, he's stealing the contents of the box, and then what? Just fucking slapping tape on it and sending it to the fucking customer? Like, was that the fucking master plan, my nigga? How you thought you wasn't gonna get caught is fucking beyond me. Way beyond me. Eventually, fucking customers are gonna complain. They're gonna be like, yo, I got a fucking box, it's empty. Eventually, after so many people saying that they got empty boxes, you don't think they're gonna track this shit back to you? Definitely not the smartest plan there, sir. But it apparently worked. And this is what I hate about niggas too, bro. I hate about niggas. Listen, I hate it about myself because this happened to me. And hopefully I'll share this story with y'all. But motherfuckers always steal, don't get caught, and think that that is the blessing to keep stealing. Nah, my nigga, if you steal and you don't get caught, my nigga, chalk it up as a win and keep it trucking, bro. Don't keep stealing. For some odd reason, motherfuckers get even more crazy with their stealing. Because they didn't get caught, they steal a higher amount item. They steal a... bruh, what is you doing? Listen, it's happened to me. Don't get me wrong. It's happened to me, so I know, man. But it's the youth, man. The younger ones are just... And this is going to be a sad fucking lesson for Mr. Soto to learn because... You know, I'm not sure how Amazon works, but I'm pretty sure Amazon going to press charges. We talking about $4,000 worth of stuff that got stolen. Amazon going to want that money back. And I'm pretty sure they're going to charge you for all the shipping that they ship because they had to pay for shipping to ship items to people that weren't even on their way. This guy stole a $2,500 gift card. I'm pretty sure he thought he was balling. He probably thought he was getting the new Yeezys this weekend. It ain't happening. Not where you're going, Papa. A few other things that he stole was eyeliner or eye makeup or eyebrow makeup. What the fuck? Does your girl got you under pressure like that, nigga, that you got to steal some eyebrow makeup? Shit's wild, man. So, yeah, eyebrow makeup, some electronics, the $2,500 gift card, all stolen by Mr. Soto. And then he just let the packages continue on. So now, the best part about it all is that the news station, they want answers. So they went to this nigga's block, bruh, knocking on his door, asking the fucking neighbors. Now the whole fucking neighborhood know you a fucking thief. You got to move, nigga. You can't. Come on, bruh. You know what I mean? Like, you know, sometimes when you're in that whole thrill of stealing something, bro, you don't think about all the effects that are gonna come from this. And I'm pretty sure this is a nigga that live at home with his mama or live at home with his grandma. You know, you about to bring unnecessary stress on them because now they gotta either fucking feed your ass in jail because you ass going to jail. They got to deal with all the news reporters coming to ask questions. They got to deal with the fucking neighbors now knowing that your ass is a fucking thief. It's just never worth it to me, man. Like, sometimes it's not worth some of the things that you're stealing, man. Because now look at you. Was the 2,500 ain't worth my freedom. Now, I don't want to sound like a hypocrite. So I'm going to go ahead and give my example, man. I used to be the same way, man. I used to be sticky fingers galore, bro. I was stealing everything, bro. When I was younger, man, I used to go in, I don't want to say the department store's name, but I used to go inside a specific department store, bro, and I used to walk in there and walk out in completely different clothes, man, with bags of clothes. And I was, you know, because of the fact that I had stolen and I was getting away with it so much, I never thought I would get caught, bro. And I would get even more and more and more. And peep. So one time, this is when I was younger, man, and this was the last time I ever like officially stole something. I was chilling with some. I was actually staying with a chick, man. I was shacked up with her, but we wasn't doing nothing. She was a friend of mine, and you know, she had a daughter, and she was cool with her next door neighbor. Her next door neighbor had a daughter, so the little girls would play every day. And one time, the neighbor's daughter gave the shorty that I was staying with gave her daughter lice. And I remember a huge fight broke out. The chick that I was staying with ended up fucking the other girl up, was banging on her door. And I'm talking about, you know, they're going at it and they're fucking neighbors. I'm talking about one door here, one door here. They're next door neighbors. You open up her, and this is like in an apartment building. So you open up the door, the other girl's door is right there. You know what I'm saying? And she fucked that girl up. She fucked the girl up. I think she started beating on the girl's door with a fucking hammer. So, you know, at the time, I didn't have no job. I didn't have shit going for me. Shorty was letting me stay with her, man. I totally appreciate her to this day for that, because that was a rough time for me. And, you know, she was crying after everything was said and done. She was crying because her daughter had lice. Her daughter had never gotten lice before. And, you know, she felt some type of way. And I felt that at that time, it was my opportunity to do something. You know, I wasn't paying no bills. I wasn't helping with nothing else. Fucking Shorty was feeding me. Shorty was putting a roof over my head. And, you know, my ability to steal, you know, had never been tested. I always gotten away with it. So I told I'd be back. I headed to the local Duane Reade. Now, Duane Reade is a New York thing. Down here, it's like CVS and Walgreens, but Duane Reade is New York. And it's funny, too, because I'm not sure if I'm not sure if statute of limitation falls for this, but there's a particular Duane Reade, and this is Uptown. I'll try to look up the address. I'll give you guys the address if someone agrees to go into the Duane Reade to see if my picture is still there, man. All right, your boy went to the Duane Reade and tried to steal lice treatment, and unfortunately, what I didn't know was they had started double tagging the boxes. So, for instance, you could take the little bottle out of the box that it's in, and you would just steal the bottle. So what they would do is they would tag the box, and then they would tag the bottom of the bottle. And eventually, I walked out, and the bells went off, and because I had never been caught ever before, I was frozen in my tracks. Eventually got caught I didn't do no jail time. I didn't get in trouble. All they did was they took a picture and they put it up on the wall. They told me never come back and never to go into any Dwayne Reeds ever again. So I'm not sure if that still is to this day. But unfortunately, yeah, that was my story. But to Mr. Soto, good luck to you, bruh. You know, I feel for you. But unfortunately, if you don't want to do the time, don't do the crime, man. Get in the comment box. Let me know what you think about this. And until the next video, man, everybody stay up, stay fresh. I'll catch y'all, man. Peace.